Hey, this is JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore, 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 43617 419 531 6097. JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com, and JC's Comics and More Facebook information can be found in the description below. Please go and like the page. This is Wednesday, the 27th. We will be closing at 6:30 tonight. I've got plans up in Detroit, and I'm closing tomorrow at 6:30 as well. But I bought some Iron Man collection yesterday. We're going to go through them. I'm going to maybe processing them. These will not be available on Free Comic Book Day because all these boxes here that you see here, these are where the Free Comic Book Day comics are going. These are going to be removed out of here for that weekend, or at least that day. And there's other comics. I've got stacks of comics here from recent collections. Those are going to be pulled out as well, just because I need to clear stuff off, so that stuff's not going to be available. So if you're like, oh, just wait till Free Comic Book Day, no, it's not going to happen. So if you're interested, I would say get in here now and get these. And anything that, because this is the box here, if you need anything priced up, I can price that up for you. But we're just going to go through what I have here real quick. This is from the same collection that, from those, the Uncanny X-Men's, the Amazing Spider-Mans, the Avengers, the high grade comics. This is from that collection, and she just it's great books. Always great talking with her, and I am blessed that she comes to me because she knows that she's going to get a very, very fair price, and I'm happy to give her that money for it. But we've got Iron Man 3, and then we jump to 30, 31, 36, 37, 38, and again, the condition of the books, even in the bags, you can see these are pretty immaculate. They could probably stand, you put in a backing board to help shore it up so it's not quite so wavy. Now you do have some stuff there. We've got 39, Herb Trimpe artwork. Got 40, that's George Tuska. Try not to get the glare from these from the lights. I haven't had a chance to debag these. Just got these last night. 41, 42, 43. Now the 43 was miscut. As you can see at the top here, we've got the entirety of the cover at the top, but it was miscut. We've got 47, so jump from 43 to 47. There, maybe that's a little bit better. We've got 48. There's Gil Kane covers. 49. 50, 51, 52, 53, and then it jumps to 56. Unfortunately, missing 55. A little disappointed. It's missing 55. We got 57, 63, 66. This is part 2 of that storyline. 67. Great Gil Kane covers. 68. Jim Starlin cover. 69. It's back when Iron Man had his nose. 70, John Romita cover. 71, 72, where he's afraid of dying at a comic book convention. I'm going to pause. That's a Romita and Kane cover. I'm going to pause and I'm going to grab the next stack. Now there is another 72. As you can see, there's two number 72s. She would like to buy doubles on some of them. So once we get to a point here, you're going to see lots of doubles. 73. 74. This one is in poor condition. Not poor condition, but it's probably in good condition. And she got a much better copy. 74. Actually, I think the 74 is missing, if I remember correctly, it's missing a coupon. Somebody cut out a coupon for one of the karate ads. Hopefully they use that coupon. Became a great karate instructor. 75. 76 with the Hulk. 77. 78. 79. 80. This was a Jack Kirby cover. At first I thought this was a Herb Trump cover. It was a Jack Kirby with L. Milgram. And she's got 3 copies of this. I love that purple. That purple was crazy great. There's the 80s. 81. Only 1 copy of 81. 82 with the Red Ghost and the Super Apes, but it's just the Super Apes in this issue here. 83 has the Super Apes in it. The Rage of the Red Ghost. It comes once a month. 84. 85, still only 25 cents. 86. 87. 88 with the Blood Brothers. There's 3 copies of this. I love this cover. This is Gil Kane and I think a Mike Exposito cover. '89 crossover with Daredevil. That's a John Buscema. That's a John Buscema cover with Esposito inks. 90 Kirby covers. Got 3 number 90s. '91. This is a Herb Trump cover. 92. Again, got some Kirby covers there. 93. Kirby and L. Milgram. They had to be quite the thrill for Milgram to ink King Kirby. There's another 93. 194. 95. 96. Got 97. A couple of 97s here. I'm going to grab the next batch. Okay, here's the 2 number 97s. It said that there was 98. I think this video might be, there might be 2 videos of this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through everything in the 19 minutes here. These 100s, these great Jim Starlin 100s there. Dave Cockrum 101. You got George Perez, came on board for a few issues doing the covers. Too bad none of these are 35-cent variants. That would have been, boy, that would have been really great if there would have been 35-cent variants in these. But again, look at this. Look at that yellow, that black, that red logo. Man. Here's another Perez cover. The Jack of Hearts looking like the Jack of Hearts should. Issue 103. Dave Cockrum came back for 104. And then him and Terry Austin did 105. The Jack of Hearts, look at that. 106, Dave Cockrum cover on that. Keith Pollard came on board with 107, doing some covers. .108, Keith Pollard, Joe Sinnott. 109, John Byrne and Terry Austin. And then you've got Cockrum and Austin on 110. Keith Pollard and Austin on 111. Pollard and Bob Wyachek on 112. Look at that. Man, it would have been great to have Keith Pollard do some of the art on Iron Man. John Romita Jr. did the cover on this one here. And then he takes over, starts his run with issue 114. Or maybe it was 113. 113 and 114. But David Michelinie, Austin, Layton, or Romita, Layton, 115. 116. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had doubles. Here's got 2 copies of 116. 117, Spy Master. Jim Rhodes' first appearance on 118. Only 2 copies of this, though. Bob Layton cover, John Byrne artwork on the inside. 119, back in the USSR. Putin's fault. 120, 2-parter with Submariner. 121, the U.S. Navy probably not happy about Shellhead bending some of their cannons. Tony had to write a check. 122. I almost want to think this has Carmen Infantino artwork in it. 123. Layton pretty much took over doing the covers at this point. Let's see, it's Layton. But John Romita came on board every once in a while and did covers. And it's with Babyface Bob, as he was calling himself. There's 2. There's 3 covers. Ant-Man makes an appearance in this one here. That's 125. Jim Rhodes is helping. There's 3 125s. Classic Iron Man, John Romita, and Bob Layton cover there. Classic. We've got 4 of these. And some are newsstand and some are direct market too. For those of you wanting to get newsstand copies now, because those are starting to go up. 127. 128, Demon in the Bottle. These are both newsstand editions. Immaculate copies. 129. 130. 131 with the Hulk. Too bad there's only 1 copy each of these. 132. 133 and 134. I'm going to pause again. Okay, we've got 135 here. She's got pretty much a pretty solid run up through 179. Missing 172 though. This is 136, 137, 138. There's the 138s. 139. A couple of 139s there. 140. Again, Bob Layton covers for the most part. John Jr. does every once in a while come back and pencil with latent inking. 141. This was a special time for Iron Man. If you've never read Iron Man during this time, boy, those books, this is one of Marvel's best books right here. And certainly one of the best runs of Iron Man that has ever been produced. It certainly has not been matched since then. Here is 142. And for whatever reason, you've got Invincible. They forgot the Invincible on these Iron Man issues. There's another 142. Again, the Warren Ellis run, it's nice, but it doesn't compare to this run in any way, shape, or form. The artwork has never been better than this run. Another 142. Again, we've got a lot of newsstand copies. We've got some direct market copies. 143. She was really good on buying newsstand and direct market. 143. Got 144, Flash from the Past, story from back in Vietnam with him and Rhodey, I'm sure. Direct market. Newsstand copy. We got a newsstand on 145. Got more 145s. You got 146 with Backlash, who was Whiplash. These are all Silver Age bags that these things are in. 147s. I think they're in St. Louis. Or no, they're in Stark International. 47. Look at this cover here. The white with the green with the red. Many copies of this issue. This is like six or seven copies of this issue, right? 147. 148. We've got one copy. There's two. There's three. We've got 4. 5. And 6 copies. 149, the two-parter with Doctor Doom, classic story. There's one copy. That's 2. Those are both direct market. Newsstand, there's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7 and 8 copies. 150. John Romita cover on this here. There's one copy. It's direct market. There's 2 copies. 3 copies. 4 copies. Newsstand issue. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. I used to buy multiple copies on anniversary issues like that myself, but she blows me out of the water. I never bought anything like that. Maybe 2 or 3 copies. Here's 151. I'm going to pull another stack. Okay, I've got 9 minutes left. There's another 151, so it makes 2 of those. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9 copies. 152, this is a direct market copy with his stealth armor. There's a direct market 152. There's a few of those 152s here. I like that armor. Multiple copies. Again, just so much more forward thinking than what I was collecting comics at that time. 2 copies, 3 copies was me. Ooh, I'm taking a risk. I might as well just burn my comics. 153s. And got about 7 minutes left. Maybe I'll get through all these. Less talking, more showing of funny book covers. 154th Unicorn. This is the Romita Jr. cover with Layton. And John Jr.'s run on Iron Man's getting ready to come to an end, as is Michelini and Layton. And they're getting ready to bring their run to an end after about 40 issues. 155. 156. Almost thought this was a Milgram cover or a Frank Miller cover at first, but it's not. It's a who did this cover? I want to say it's Milgram and Layton did that cover. 157. Alan Kuppelberg and Bob Layton. And I think John Jr. may have been off the book by this point. 158, as he was going over to Uncanny X-Men. Do a run on that. This was in 1982, so yeah, he's getting ready to do his run on X-Men. Paul Smith, issue 159, who had just left the X-Men. This artwork is damn nice. Very, very nice. 160, Jim Starlin cover. I believe Denny O'Neil came on board writing at that time, and Luke McDonald came in as artist. I did not like either of those two. I thought that was a low point for the series, much like when Denny wrote Amazing Spider-Man and wrote Daredevil as well. There's 161 with New Moon Knight. I never liked his Marvel stuff. I enjoyed his DC stuff immensely. So I was very surprised just within the last few years to find out that he actually wrote stuff for Marvel in the early or mid-60s. 162, 163, 164, 165. This is about the time when she stopped buying doubles, and Jim Rhodes took over for the drunk Iron Man once again. 166, and let me grab the last. We're at the end almost, people. Here you got 167. Got Obadiah Stane. 168 with Machine Man. 169. Tony gives up. He can't do it. This is when Jim Rhodes takes over. 170. 172, number 170. She was buying some doubles once again. 171 with Thunderball. Now that has a nice cover. That pink background to me really works well. Again, missing 172. We got 173. Very strange that she had missed 172 for whatever reason. She can't quite remember why she may have missed that and never bought it in the back issues. One copy of 174. We've got 2 copies of 175. And then also, if you look at the how the cover is on this issue here. This is the last time that this cover was like this here. They changed it with the next issue to quote unquote give the room more room for the cover. But 2 175s, again, all newsstand covers. 176, the all new Iron Man. 177. 178. I've grown to like the Luke McDowell stuff a little bit better now than what I did back then. This was the Assistant Editors Month where they did goofy stuff. Tony was hitting the sauce pretty heavily. 179. Radioactive Man. That was the last issue that she had collected. And then you got the King Size Annual Special number 2, which was reprints. Number 3 with the Molecule Man. I believe Sal Buscema did the art on this here. 2 number Annual 3s. We've got 1 Annual 4. That's certainly Buscema. 5 with the Black Panther, Wakanda, and Killmonger, and Mandarin. And 2 copies of Annual 6 with the Eternals. If you do like these videos, as always, be sure to subscribe first and foremost. Hit the bell for notification. Like, comment, and share. What do you think about this collection? And again, we do ship. But hope everybody has a very good rest of your New Comics Wednesday. Thanks again for watching, and I'd like to thank her for once again bringing me these comics so I could purchase them and make sure they get the good homes. Thank you once again. Take care.